for some football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they've made the postseason both times.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Love now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Reed out left. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And it'll give the Packers the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. And this opening drive heading for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Williams starting with the pass here. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. Running down the left side. DJ Moore. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead on the first play of the drive. DJ Moore, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love now off the play action. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Some pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Love out of the shotgun. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All set to go now from the 35. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the air with Love. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Play action. Love. Has it in close. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers hold a slim 2-point lead early. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers push their lead to 3.
Bears 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now bringing tight end in motion right. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Williams from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down. That's 3rd down.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Throwing, it's Love. He's got a man left. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Love with it on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Jacobs running behind center. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Love looking to pass. Still has some space inside the 35. And they get this down to the 28. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
First down throw, here's Love. Brought in close to the 8. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
They bring Dobbs in motion left. Jacobs punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers stretch their early lead to 9. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Bears 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Williams set to pass. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 18. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
First down, here's Swift. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Quay Walker.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Going run again with Swift. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Staying grounded with Swift. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's Love. Hits him on the end route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. It's a gain of 10 and a Packer first down.
Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. Called in by Musgrave. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
A gain of 47 on the play. And the Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
They'll run, Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Love now. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers hold a 16-point lead in the first. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead.
Bears 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He dodged the tackle. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the bootleg. Pass caught by Swift. And he's tackled for no gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Burden. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A draw now. This is Swift. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 1st down.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 24-7 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
A gain of 12 yards.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Running behind center with Swift. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Again, it's going to be Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on third and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Third and goal, it's Williams. Caught out wide. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead down to 10.
Packers 24, Bears 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Emmanuel Wilson to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Packers getting set here. First and 10. Play fake, gets Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 37 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Jacobs gets it on the draw. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Love from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. McManus sends it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. Escapes the defender. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They got the job done their last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with Monanga. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
32-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Sending a tight end in motion left. One play action. Williams. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
3rd down. Here's Williams. On target to Moore. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. To the ground, it's Monanga. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams going to run with it. On the move, past the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bears, 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Williams to throw on 1st. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. That's another Bears 1st down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Williams on the play action. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Here's Williams again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This one from 42 yards out. Santos' kick is good. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Wilson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Love looking to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second down now. They need 7. Love out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
On first and 10, here's Love. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up third and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
They'll air it out on third. And he goes down. The Bears got him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Bears about set for their next possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. One guy with it. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Williams from the gun. That's complete. It's Monangai. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They go with Monangai here. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
You know, we love to talk about corners. Those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Working from the gun, Williams. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. To try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. There's a screen now from Monangai. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature. Because the 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Fourth down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Love with it on 1st down. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
A gain of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. at the Bears' 39-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To the air with Love. Well, right side, and Dobbs has it. They'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Leaving Hippolyte the second, able to bring him down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Love from the gun. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Coaching youth football, Kate, this is where the kids like to say, it's starting to get real. It's starting to get real for this offense. They've got to find some solutions. This deficit, it's getting bigger. And that sack isn't helping matters.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Now here's Williams. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
The Packers going nickel on 3rd. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Shoots away from one. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Out now runs the Packer offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Love now. Complete on a slant to Watson. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Once again, it's a pass caught by Reed. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throw. Here's Love. Gets it to the 15. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers push the lead to 20.
37, Bears 17.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5.
So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Williams. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Williams to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to get caught up after a gain of maybe a yard, so they're going to be stuck with 2nd and 14.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
It's a gain of 3.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
3rd down, here's Williams. Setting up the screen. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Fourth down, Williams. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll air it out on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Packers first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Green
Just
Bay.
about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Love. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. 4th down, here's Love. He's got it complete to Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers push their lead further to start the half. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead.
Bears 17.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And after they were stopped on 4th down, their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. He's running with it.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 7 yards on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Going play action. Williams. Finds him on the crossover. crossing route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. He can run it. He's got it in the red zone. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play, partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points.
That penalty is declined.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
24.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Wilson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Montez Sweat running down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
TJ Edwards on the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Jacobs gets it on the drum. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Love now, off the play action. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Throwing his love on third. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
McManus sends it through. And they push their lead to 23.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's Swift to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Are you kidding me? Really?
Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down.
We got that cheat code offense.
Running for it, it's Swift. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
In the early battle, get a little leverage. One man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Williams to throw on first. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Off the play fake, Williams. The right side hauled in by Komet. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
That's good.
That's a short gain of 1, and that'll be first down Chicago.
1st and 10.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
First down throw by Williams. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Second and 10 now. Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So they're left facing third and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. He's going for it himself. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll run it with Swift. Flies past the first, inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. So they go for it on fourth, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
They send the tight end in motion. Williams on first down. Hits his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running with Swift out of the gun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall? No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. That's Cox. This is Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Bears will...
Right, they're going to throw for it. He has it! And this play will not reach the end zone. He's held out, and they will not take another 2 points off that lead. Whenever you're throwing for 2, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone, because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Wilson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
At the 42-yard line.
1st down from the 42. There's Love to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff here to Jacobs. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. Packers carrying both the football and a good lead into our 4th quarter. Third and a lone yard coming up. He's going to keep this one. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
The Packers send out their punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Working from the gun, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
3rd down, here's Williams. The left side finds Burden. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Has his man caught by Odunze. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
first down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. The fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
He had it for a moment, but great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. So second down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Williams throwing again here on second down. Fits it through the middle. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
For a Bears first down.
Kate, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
First down, here's Swift. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. Trying to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time, proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Now Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
The Packers going nickel on third. Here he goes, third and long. They set up the screen here to Swift. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Santos
has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Love out of the shotgun. That's him on the quick hitter. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll give the Packers the first.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
All set to go now from the 35. Running on first here with Jacobs. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's another Packers first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. A pickup of 17, and that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the
Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
He's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Play action, Love. Connects on the crosser. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Yeah, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Play fake. It's Love. Once again, it's a pass caught by Reed. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He dodged the tackle. This makes it up to the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10. Williams set to pass. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Under 10.
Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
On third down, here's Swift. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Off the play fake, Williams. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Short pass brought in. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
First down, Williams to throw. Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Swift gets it, going left. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Staying grounded with Swift. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1 yard runs brings up third and 8. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up fourth down.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
Guys, you can do better.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's fourth and pretty far. Fourth down, pass coming. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away. And the Packers get a great return. They're close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
The Packers send receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, being evenly matched at the line may sound like a draw, but that's an absolute win defensively. They absorbed a huge push and did not get driven back an inch.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Love from the gun. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. The mark of 554 yards and stood resolute since back in 1951, and 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. We get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 22-yard line.
They go counter. It's Jacobs. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Packers can rest easy with a 3-score lead. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Running right with Wilson. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed 1, but they're going to lose 1 on that play. It's 4th down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. McManus sends it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears about set for their next possession. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. They've got a screen to the running back. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. 1st down, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears putting up points in a game decided. It's a Romadute touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Williams again. And he's got a man. Complete. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Escapes a defender. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Packers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, it's Wilson. He's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll go right back to Wilson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Chicago.